Emmanuel Berbari, pleased to be joined by the 19th head coach in Siena basketball history. It's Gerry McNamara. Coach, welcome to Siena. Great to be with you.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me. Thanks.
Coach, you're a Division I head coach, and it comes at Siena. What is this moment, the last couple of days, what does it mean to you and your family?
It's surreal. You know, when I first started coaching, I didn't think about being a head coach. I just thought about putting my head down and grinding it out with the guys that I was working with and focused on skill development. And here we are 15 years later into a career where you start to focus a little bit differently as you mature and grow and have a family in the meantime. And, you know, to be in this position, I just feel very, very blessed, very honored, and quite honestly ready to get to work.
Ready to get to work in the green and gold now. We were talking about this beforehand. Orange for basically your life, and now it's the green and gold. How bittersweet is that?
You know, it's sad because we've just become so ingrained in terms of the community, and you know, to raise all four of my children in that area, and the school district was amazing. So it is bittersweet to leave it, but I'm also joining a new great community. My kids get to experience something else. I get to experience being a head coach, and to have a wife as supportive as mine to go through it with me makes this a little bit easier. And the fact that it's here, a place that has such a rich tradition and great fan base behind it and community support, it's almost like leaving Syracuse and joining Syracuse again. You know, it's just, I chose Syracuse in the first place because of those aspects, and to come back into a situation as a head coach where you have fan support, you have people that care, and you have rich tradition and history and alumni that means the world to them. So that's what I was looking for in terms of having an opportunity to be in this position.
You used that word tradition a couple of times. You understand the Siena basketball tradition and what it means. When this started to come together and it started to become real that you'd be the Siena basketball head coach, what did that phrase, that term mean to you, Siena basketball?
Honestly, no different than the way I thought when I went into Syracuse the first time. Is the people that were before you helped build it and elevate it to the brand that it is. And that's what I mean when I say tradition, that I'm well aware that there were people here before me. You know, my thing is to carry that torch and get it back to where we know it can be. I watch teams in the NCAA tournament and I start to visualize, I wish I was one of those groups. You know, a team like Oakland who makes a run. You start thinking differently a little bit. And as this started going down the path that, you know, it might happen, and start to visualize, there's no greater place that has a great history and wants to get back to those moments more than a place like this.
You mentioned history, and winning, of course, comes with tradition. You've won as a player, you've won as a coach. Now you're going to build out a roster for your first Siena basketball team. What do you look for in a winning player?
Well, it depends. I think the biggest thing is toughness. You know, if you can trust that the guy you put out on the court is going to give you everything he's got, that's a start. And you know, there's so many great players at this level. There's separating factors, obviously, shooting and ball handling, getting to the rim, size, athleticism, those things. But you got to have a little bit of this. You know, that's how I played. That's how I expect my program to be run. The players that I recruit and that I coach, they're going to leave it on the floor. And after I evaluate a game, I want to close the computer and be very, very happy with the effort that my team gave. And you know, that's going to begin in the transfer portal. You know, when you go hit and you start to recruit these guys and you put together a new roster, I want winning attributes, and you know, toughness is right at the top of the list.
What makes you a great mentor and player developer?
I've done it. I think the fact that I've done it, I've played at this level, I've won at this level as a player, and then I've done it. I've mentored and coached guys that have not only won at this level, played in Final Fours, but also, you know, NBA Rookie of the Year, you know, 4 or 5 first-round draft picks. So I've done it. You know, it's just as simple as that. I've been through it. Now it's time to take everything that I've learned and try to implement it here.
Coach, really appreciate the time. Welcome to Siena. Excited for a fun season and seasons ahead.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Thank you.